4. Andre?
Ryan.
We are very close to a milestone here. We are maybe 2 days away.
I hate that kind of talk, but I'm with you. Now, so you're not going to give me my 7-5 record for yesterday, because that would accelerate things quickly.
You think I'm accepting 5 losses from you? That's like a week for me.
But 7 dubs.
I don't want the losses.
Fair enough.
I'm giving you 2-1. I went 2-0-1. Morikawa and McIlroy ended up tying yesterday at 2 under. So thankfully we took the 2-way line and not the 3-way line. That's just a lesson we've learned over the years. And so we are at 292 and 188. Got to get 8 wins before 12 losses.
Update it, my brother. Add another dub to that, because I had a Yurfie on the line, 1220. Of course, it is 1238, and the Reds did it, baby. Great value, plus value on the old Yurf.
Wait, this was in your big 3?
Oh yeah,
you've got big 3 picks that are happening before the show.
When all the aces and number 2 pitchers are on the mound, Ryan, times don't apply to me anymore if I'm trying to find the perfect Yurf on the card.
All right, whatever you say.
I've gone Yurf crazy, Ryan. I've gone off the rails. I'm not abiding by big 3 rules anymore. I was kind of hoping you'd rein it in and get us under control, but you've let me run wild.
Yeah, I'm also a participant in the Yurf Boy Summer.
Let's go, baby.
And I'm 1-0. With yesterday, 3 runs scored in the first inning of Rockies Angels. A entertaining ball game there. Unfortunately, the Rockies couldn't pull it off. All right, let's jump into today, because Drake could have picks coming in at any minute. So he's taking credit for that one, but which I will say was submitted before. So
plus 110, Ryan. Plus 110. They really didn't think the boys could do it. I am a Yurf lever, and I was a Yurf warded also, by the way, yesterday, because I was invested in every single baseball game that was going on the card. Wild as the 3 o'clock game started, and then the 5 o'clock game started, and the clock's ticking. It's the bottom of the first, and no one scored yet. What a rush! What a way to live. Okay, ROC. That is the Russian Olympic Committee. They've been bad boys, so that we call them ROC. Taking on France. This is men's volleyball. Some great matchups tonight and in the morning. So in the morning, we got to give them out now, Ryan. They're going to go over 182.5. Again, we have yet to miss a volleyball pick so far. We've gone 5-0. It's all thanks to our expert abroad, Andrea Cornaglia, and we're taking the over.
Wait. Over 182 what?
Pointsies. So it's a gamble on this going 5 sets, and it's a gamble on it being close, and a lot of close sets where we're in the 23 to 25 range. And I think it'll happen. Very enjoyable. Get on that NBC Sports app and check it out. Then NBA draft. These are my favorite. You get a boost on the NBA draft. 50% boost. So be careful how you use it. Kai Jones over 15.5. I'm shocked that this is in the plus. Obviously, I'm being a sucker right now by taking it. I think there's some late momentum, though none from the mocks I'm seeing. And I have a general theme. Tune into the live draft show where I'll have more picks, but I have a general theme that bigs will go lower than expected because that's the way we're trending in the NBA, and wings will go higher than expected.
So,
yes.
Just to help the people.
Oh, yeah.
Over means a smaller number, correct?
Exactly.
A higher draft pick.
I need Kai Jones drafted after the 16th pick.
Oh, okay. So over. All right. I had it backwards. Okay. You were confusing me with the way you were saying that. Okay. So over 15.5, meaning he will go 16 or later.
Exactly. And Zaire Williams reports yesterday could go as high as 8. A lot of teams haven't penciled, a lot of mocks haven't penciled in that 15 to 17 range. We might be cutting it close at 18.5, but that's draft props for you. He was also projected to be a top 10 prospect. He's got tons of length. I think the shot can be molded. So I just don't see him dropping that much.
Usually I'm higher on the Pac-12 guys. I've seen them in person.
Yes.
But every one of these guys just got bodied by the Buffs this year. Like Evan Mobley, dominated by Evan Batty, not even the best Evan in their games.
Right.
Zaire Williams didn't really make an impact in those games, I don't think. So I'm low. The one guy that I really like out of the Pac-12 is Chris Duarte. Chris Duarte out of Oregon. What's his number at?
He has skyrocketed. You could get him in his over-under in the 20s. He's now at 14.5. Lots of mocks have him going to the Warriors' second pick, 14th overall.
Warriors' second pick. I see what you're saying. By the way,
he's 2 years older than MPJ, maybe 3.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Took a little visit to the streets today.
Oh, let's go.
And gotta say, some excitement over draft betting in the streets. I
love this.
Went to what is regarded the best bagel shop in Denver, and the guy checking me out, I was wearing this shirt, of course. He knew exactly what it was. I think he might have been a DNVR guy. And he was like, and he instantly was like, I love betting on the NBA draft, which I felt like, does he watch the show? I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, right.
But the streets are hyped, and I also just have to say, we as a people, and by that I mean Denver, need to do a lot better on the bagel front. We are, I would say, maybe even like a bagel desert here in Denver. Right. There's one place that everyone talks about, and I would say it's a 6.5 out of 10 at best.
Wow.
I was in Steamboat this weekend. Better bagels than you can find anywhere in Denver.
Well, maybe that's the trick. We need to go to like Vail and Aspen to get the best of the best.
I don't know. We got to do better. If anyone out there is listening and you have a bagel shop, we got to do better out here. Moe's, I mean, I'll just say Moe's.
Shout out Moe's, yes.
Moe's is the best.
Succulent bagel, yeah. Now, the 6.5 out of 10, are they getting a half-point bump because potentially the guy was a DNVR guy behind the counter?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay,
maybe,
so not even like almost saving a passing grade because they have some DNVR love.
Yep.
Rough.
I gotta say, we can do better. We can do better.
No, I agree.
All right, let's move on to my big three. Let's see.
What are the streets telling you? Yeah.
All these picks directly from the streets. Good. Kyle Freeland over 3.5 Ks at -105. Free swinging bunch they have over there in Slam Diego. And I think that Kyle's going to miss some bats tonight, even if he hits some bats too. All right, we're going back to the well on Colin.
Let's go.
Colin Morikawa over Victor Hovland in round 2, -135. By the way, wow, watching live golf at 10 p.m. is something I didn't know I needed in my life until last night.
It was pretty magical, huh?
Yes, I was like, it was just so great. I don't know. There's something about like being able to watch early tournament golf without having your conscience telling you that you should be working.
Yeah. Right. And it being such a struggle to find it and, all that.
Oh, yeah. That's also a huge problem. And then Rory McIlroy over Patrick Reed in round 2, minus 115. This is actually like a, I don't know what to call this, maybe a little bit of a protection pick because I do have any American to win at plus 225. The Americans not off to a great start, need a better round today. But if it's going to happen, maybe Patrick Reed is one of those guys. If it's not, then I at least want to get this Rory McIlroy play to hit. Also, Rory, my guy, you got to put a hat on. What are we doing out here? You
hatless?
Imagine this, Dre. You turn on the Rockies, and John Gray's on the mound, and he's just not wearing a hat.
Frankly, Ryan, my understanding is that's not allowed.
I don't think it's allowed either, and it shouldn't be allowed in golf. I know our very own Adam Mares believes there's already too many dress code rules in golf. I just think if you play golf without a hat on, you look weird.
Jeez.
He wasn't wearing a hat yesterday. I don't know if that's part of the Irish uniform or what, but get these guys some hats.
I say this with all the love and respect in the world, but I hope his nose is scorched today when you watch the golf.
Right. Like what? Has he got 100 SPF out there?
Yeah, exactly. What are we doing? No, Rory. That ain't it. That ain't it, homie. But okay, fine. So you're kind of hedging. You're hedging on a couple different fronts against the American futures bet and on Rory just going hatless and, really taking on the golf gods.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you've heard of shoeless Joe Jackson. He could end up becoming hatless Rory McIlroy.
Hatless Rory McIlroy. We gotta save that one, boys. We gotta save that one. Someone make a note somewhere because that one's staying. That's
file it away.
Yeah.
All right. So those are my big three. What do you want to talk about in the second half of the show?
I think we need to get into the draft some more. We've got some odds boosts. I will start, Ryan, by saying U.S. women's soccer tomorrow morning, first knockout stage. Just to advance, you get them boosted at plus 100. The regular line's minus 125. The Netherlands, very good. I believe they were a semifinalist in the World Cup 2-3 years ago. But, Team USA all the way.
How is their form in the rest of the group stage?
The U.S.?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tough loss against the Aussies to start it off. Blow out New Zealand. Sweden. So tough loss to Sweden to start it off. And then a tie against Australia, who, one of the best teams out there. So the hype isn't great, but I think the ladies are going to get it right. And I'm taking that boost.
They have their A team out there. What's going on here?
They do have their A team. Best midfield in the world, Ryan. So sooner or later, that's going to shine through.
Speaking of best midfield in the world, how about that Rapids trade?
I actually enjoy that very much, very much. Didn't give up much in return either. I mean, it's not my money, so what do I care? But yeah, you gotta like the way that midfield's setting up. For this playoff push coming.
I'm stoked about it because I'm going to be hammering the Rapids down the stretch.
There you go. Yeah, we got to make sure we know when their next game is at all.
It's not. I don't think they have a weekday game this week. I think it's just the Saturday game. All right, cool. Well, we will get around to that, but first I got to let you know that if you bet $1 at DraftKings Sportsbook, they're just going to give you 100. You're betting on an American to medal. It's already happened. Right. I don't know if you have to wait for the next American to medal, but it's going to happen
again.
It happens every day. So just get in on it. Get 1 to win 100 if you're a new user at DraftKings Sportsbook. You can get in on some more Olympic betting. I have been very shy about my Olympic bets. I don't know. I like what I know. And
you gotta
like what you know.
Yeah, well, I like to just dive in feet first to something new all the time, and I'm using these tiered free bets to, I put the free bet on white whale parlays that don't hit, but then I don't feel as bad about putting real money on something that I knew would never hit. So it's good.
I'm very confused. Zach Castro says your golf bets matchups are different names than what I'm finding. Where do I throw my money? I'm confused at the question, but what you do is you go into Olympic Golf, you go into matchups, and then it's just right under round matchups. You scroll down until you see the glorious Colin Morikawa versus Victor Hovland, and then Rory McIlroy versus Patrick Reed. Should be pretty intuitive, I think.
Matchups. It's the second tab. You know, there are some regional things that are different.
So yeah, maybe it's a little different for you.
Yeah, Morikawa, Hovland. I've got that.
He says he sees Hovland versus Cameron Smith. What is going on here?
That's crazy. Huh.
Well, he's got Morikawa versus Sanjay. Take that.
Take that.
And who's Rory up against, Zach, for you? We will wait. Anyways,
we'll wait.
You can bet 1 to win 100
Very
on
good.
any American to medal, and check that out because it's an incredible deal. It's just a free $100. So get in on that, and of course, get in on a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at checkout. To get that, of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
It tickled me very much to see D-Line scooting by in the background.
Oh, did he did a little scoot by?
Just a grown man scooting in an empty bar. That really hit the spot. That was great.
Sometimes there's like two big tables here that are kind of divided. I like to do little figure eights around them when no one's in the bar. That's on my scooter.
That's extraordinary. Ryan, we have a 50% NBA draft profit boost. That's our dilemma of the day, is how to use that and how will we fill out our NBA draft pool. And McKinley Wright, a player I know you are high on, his number's set at 58.5, and if he goes under that, you get that at plus 150. I've already applied my boost, but if you boosted that, then you're looking at something in the plus 200s for him to merely get selected somewhere at the very end of the second round.
Yeah, I'm worried about it. I just don't think they trust his size. I think he's going to go undrafted, honestly.
I'm so back and forth on him because I feel like he's exactly that mold of like college player who clearly had success in college. Guys like Chris Middleton or Monte Morris, who went in the second, come to mind, who have clearly proven like, oh yeah, that wasn't a fluke. Like the stuff that worked in college is going to translate. But I don't know if people are that sharp. Yeah, an undersized point guard whose shot is the biggest question mark. It's a tough sell in the NBA in 2021.
Yeah, I just worry about it, and I don't mean that as a knock on McKinley at all. I love McKinley, and I believe in him as a basketball player as much as anyone in the world. I just don't trust NBA GMs to believe in him.
Yeah, and I mean, that's really at the heart of this. Okay, Allie, let's go back to being able to see each other, and we'll get into this pool. We'll do a little swimming right now.
Are you talking about the free 10K Crocs Pro Basketball Draft Prediction Challenge?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Okay, so honestly, the odds for the top 5 are like stupid bad. Because it's basically written unless the Thunder, and you've heard the expression FU money, Ryan?
Yes.
So and so has FU money. The Thunder have FU assets to where they truly could do whatever they want on draft day. But I don't know. It seems like maybe that won't happen with Cade Cunningham maybe being locked in at 1. So we assume Cade is 1, Jalen Green is 2, Evan Mobley is 3. Even combining those 3 picks, you can do an exact 3 outcome. It's minus 400. Over the weekend, it was minus 150. By Monday, it was in the minus 200s, and now it's in the minus 4. So that really goes to tell you it's a lock. Who will be drafted first? Everyone is saying Scotty Barnes is a lock at 5 over Jonathan Kuminga. Davion Mitchell draft position. When this draft process started, under 8.5 would have seemed like the easy bet. Now no one's mocking him in the top 10. His number set at 13.5. So we will go over 8.5.
Okay.
Franz Wagner supposedly has a promise at 9 to the Kings and is mocked as early as 7 to the Warriors. So we'll go under 9.5 for Franz.
Love a good promise.
Oh, dude, promises are the best. How many players from non-NCAA teams will be drafted in the top 10? Well, we're going to have 2 D-leaguers.
Oh.
And at least one international, probably Josh Giddey. And there's a chance if Mr. Wagner goes earlier than the Kings, who've promised him at 9, go international as well. So we're looking at 3 to 4 there.
That's over 2.5.
There you go. Beautiful. Number of players drafted in the first round from the Southeastern Conference. Oh, geez. They don't have a lot of the top talents. You start to get into SEC guys once you hit.
So you've got like the kid from Arkansas.
Moody, yep, exactly. Very good run.
Isn't Tate too? Jalen
Tate? Yep, that's correct. Right. Boy, you're going to have like none in the top 10.
Well, Kentucky. Anyone from Kentucky?
Yeah, Isaiah Jackson, most likely. So there's 2 for you. Tennessee should at least have 1 guy, probably 2. So there's 4. LSU, Cam Thompson should be a lock. So we're at like 4.5 now. Auburn, Sharif Cooper, that's 5.5. Josh Primo's Alabama, Trey Mann. Okay, so there you get into the 6 to 7.5 range. It's really kind of come down to Springer. I'm not feeling great about this. I'm going to take the under.
Okay, I'm going to take the over.
There you go. That one's the toss-up, though. That will be a kind of the fork in the road pick here. Number of players drafted in the first round from the Big 12. You've got Mitchell. You've got Kai Jones. Deuce McBride, who's
anyone else from Baylor?
West Virginia. Right, Jared Butler.
Yeah.
So there you go. You've got 3 locks, 1 a bit more on the fence. I'll go over because they're all like guards. And you know, the guards, wings, the guy who can defend on the perimeter. The NBA's gaga about that. Pac-12.
So you've got Duarte and Mobley.
And
Zaire Williams.
Oh, it's a lock. It's a loss. The disrespect. Who gave this line out? The AP? Unbelievable.
Oh, what a great recurring bit. We haven't had that one in a while.
Oh, people must wonder, like, what's this guy's problem? I don't know, man. I just hate people who can't stay up and watch sports.
Unbelievable. Like, what? What would you even be doing if you weren't staying up and watching sports?
Right? Like, what are you, sleeping like a loser? Jeez.
Okay, I want to now see, do we have a...
I wish. Conferences?
We don't have conference bets.
No.
We have to keep an eye on that. Because
right, because that's how we made our killing last year, was believing in the Pac-12, and like Zeke and another pick at the end of round 1 really saved that.
Yeah. All right, Zeke Najee, I think, locked it in for us.
Yep, I think so. Yeah, lots of Pac-12 pride in this here show.
Oh man, you just love to see that. No AP garbage around here.
No, sorry, Bob. No. Very disappointed to see the gentleman walking behind you, not on a scooter, by the way.
I think that was Harrison. Okay. What else do we have? You had 2 things, I thought. Oh, for the draft boost. What is your play for the draft boost?
The draft boost. Honestly, with those odds, Kin is pretty intriguing, but of all the draft picks I've given out, if you want to value hunt a little, I'd go Kai Jones. Obviously, like with a boost, value hunting is never the smart decision. You should put that on Zaire Williams. Boost the -115.
Don't be getting loose with the boost.
No, do not get loose on the boost because, yeah, you know who to blame. Sure.
All right, Allie, we're going to allow you to jump on here for a second if you want to answer this question from the comments.
Oh, wow. Question in the comments.
Allie? I got 24 hours in Philly next month. What are the deep cut must visit spots?
Jim's.
Okay, Jim's steak. That's my favorite Philly cheesesteak. Obviously, Ryan really likes it as well. There is the art museum that people love to go see. The steps, the Rockies steps. At least there's like a little Rocky thing. So if you're into that touristy stuff, then there's like the love statue, and then there's like a bunch of statues. That's like the touristy things. Ryan's just like shaking his head at me.
I'll wait until you jump off.
But like, definitely don't go to Gino's or Pat's. Go to Jim's or a different, like a more locally known name, not like a touristy spot for your Philly cheesesteaks. But from there, like going or seeing those like the flags, like all near Rockies, that's like really cool on Broad Street. Ryan's like,
all right, thanks, Allie.
Well, we can't do these.
All right, Ryan, what would you suggest then for Philadelphia?
I can't say anything because there's a terrible echo.
The echo's holding us back.
God, Jesus.
I would say go watch a Phillies game and take in a Yurfie.
Oh,
I would start with that. Liberty Bell, no mention of the Liberty Bell.
Yurf's up.
That's in another area. That's a really cool, but that's like historical Philadelphia. That's a really cool area as well. You can see the like everything from the Nicolas Cage movie or whatever the hell. That's all good.
That'd be fun.
Okay, so I just have to say this. If I am coming to your city and you tell me to visit an art museum, I'm canceling my plans.
Well, they have good art museums.
Philly is that museum is known in Philadelphia. Are you kidding me? Rocky runs up it. Everyone knows it. Then you look down and there's all the flags of all the states and it looks cool and there's a bunch of stuff around there. Get out of here, Ryan.
Wait, I didn't know the Rocky steps were going up to
the museum. Yes.
Wow. I bet you Rocky doesn't know that.
Why didn't Rocky go to Red Rocks?
Like if he wanted a real challenge,
that's what I'm saying.
Red Rocks, I know.
He probably would have.
Rocky.
I mean, the dude just taking the easy way out, left and right. I'm gonna write a fanfic where Rocky moves to Colorado.
We have such good ideas on this podcast. I don't know why we can't take on these little life projects we have from time to time.
Seriously, oh man, the Rocky fanfic where he works out at Red Rocks, goes to the Rockies game, and hangs out with super mascot Rocky.
Come on, I'm gonna create a DNVR grant that we can submit projects like this to just go out and do our life's work. That's good stuff, Ryan. Good stuff.
Oh! I guess we won't know until tomorrow how we did on Wild Weather Wednesday, huh?
That's right. That's right. Just ask all your homies out there how their hot day or cool day is going.
All right. Well, everyone, have a great day. Pull out your Yurf board. The Yurf's great.
And tune into the NBA draft broadcast. Lots of betting and stuff to be done there.
Yes, we will be involved in that as well. So we hopefully, as the draft approaches, they add a few more props like conferences because that always makes it fun.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I think that's all we got.
That's it.
All right. Oh, also, Broncos training camp post-practice show going live here in just a few minutes. So tune in for that.
Nice.
All right. Later, guys.